Hello, my name's Julia Gibbons and I'm one of the directors at the firm who deals with family matters. I'm going to talk to you about divorce today. If you're contemplating divorce or if you're at the point of wanting to start proceedings straight away, then there's several things that you need to consider before starting the process. The first thing you have to think about is whether you've been married long enough to begin divorce proceedings. You have to be married for at least a year before you can issue your proceedings at court. Once you get to that point and you're ready to issue proceedings, there are considerations as to what grounds you're going to base your divorce upon. So there are a number of basic issues that you need to consider. First of all, you have to convince the court that your marriage has broken down irretrievably, so no going back. And to do that, you have to rely on one of 5 grounds. And these grounds are that your husband or wife has committed adultery, and usually that adultery has to be admitted, or that the behaviour of your husband or wife is so unreasonable that you can't be expected to carry on living with them, or that you have lived apart for 2 years and you both agree to a divorce, which is perhaps the best ground to rely on if it's applicable to you. Or that you've lived apart for 5 years, and it doesn't matter in that case whether your husband or wife agrees or not. The fact you've been apart for 5 years is sufficient to get a divorce. And finally, the ground that's perhaps least used is that you have been deserted for a period of 2 years immediately preceding the presentation of the petition. So that's what needs to be considered when thinking about starting the divorce proceedings, and then your petition can be drawn up by us and issued through the court, and we will manage the procedure right through to the end when we apply for your decree absolute. So aside from the legal mechanism of ending your marriage, there's also the issue of financial matters between you and your husband and your wife. What is going to happen to the former matrimonial home? Is one of you going to remain in it and buy the other one out? Or is it to be sold and the proceeds divided? Is there going to be an equal division or not? Much of this will depend on how long you've been married and whether there are children involved. But these are considerations that have to be made. What about pensions? Has one of you got a pension? There may well be an entitlement for a pension sharing order. What about any other assets? What about liabilities? All these things have to be looked at because they are part of the marriage and need to be resolved at the end of the marriage. And the best way sometimes to do this is by a clean break order. And we can help you with this process, guide you through it, and hopefully help you to reach an agreement with your husband or your wife with as little animosity as possible. We're not here to try and inflame the situation. What we want for you is to achieve a fair settlement for you with the least amount of trouble and pain as possible. So you don't have to pay a lot of money to get all these benefits that we can offer you. Our divorce packages start from £100 for a respondent divorce and from £375 for a petitioner divorce, of course excluding VAT. And we do have payment programs if you are unable to pay that full amount at the beginning of your matter. So give us a call, come round and see us, have a coffee, and we'll be more than happy to talk to you about anything that we can help you with. Thank you.